Who knows? Good evening, everybody. Hopefully I am here. Am I here? Is things working? Potentially? I have no idea. YouTube's just turned around and... Peter's here. YouTube's just turned around and said, my audio bitrate is lower than recommended. And I've never seen that error before, or recommendation, or whatever. So no idea what's going on with that. But yeah. Anyways, how is everybody? Apologies for being a little bit late. Right. Right, so Jen's on a work call, that's fine. Exactly, Peter. Exactly. Excuse me. What a terrible time to get the hiccups. How is everybody? Good evening, Becca. Or morning, or whatever. I've lost track of what. You've all changed bloody time zones over there. Inconsiderate buggers that you are. Hi, Sten. Hi, Sergio. Hope you're well. Is the chat on the screen? The YouTube chat isn't on the screen yet. The YouTube chat is still to load. It will be with us momentarily, I'm sure. Hopefully. So how's my friends in Europe? Hope you're all well. Yeah, I completely forgot you Americans, or North Americans, because I'd imagine it was Canada as well, that you changed your bloody time zones yesterday, or Sunday rather, just to confuse the hell out of us. Completely forgot. Yeah, exactly, Peter. Yeah, so it was that's why I put the thing out on Discord the other day, to like, oh crap, I've just been told. Was it last night? I've lost track of the days. Yes, it was last night, because I had a client last night, and he said he'd got confused because the change of the time zones, and I was like, you've changed time zones? All right. Oh, okay. Nice to know. So I think we've got about 2 to 3 streams before we catch up to you guys. We don't do it until the end of the month. So, hello, Andrew. Yes, I am here. And Andrew, thank you very much for the shout out on your video at the weekend. Much appreciated. I think I got a few followers out of it. My follower count went up, which was nice. Always good to see. So that figure there, it's the YouTube one is still false. I was going to update it today and I completely forgot. There'll be some stupid reason for it, Becca. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, they only started doing it was it the First World War when they started doing it? I know we're probably about to be at war again, but come on, we can just go back to normal. I think potentially, I think the UK would probably prefer to be on Central European time. I'm like, no, we need to be closer to America. So I don't know. Yes, you haven't changed time zones, Andrew. Thankfully. YouTube has finally caught up. Right, one thing I did notice, I don't know anybody else out there that uses OBS or uses OBS and streams, but I don't know if it's OBS or whether it's Streamlabs, because I have Stream Elements. So Stream Elements Live as a plugin in OBS, something like that. But it gives me a multi-chat window. So I can see all chats in the one drop down, which is nice. I'm using 2 chats here on the screen because I need to moderate you all. So I can't do any moderation from the panel in OBS. So I'm just going to have to continue on with the with the two chats on the screen on the prompter. Welcome back, Jen. Welcome back. Hopefully it wasn't too bad a works call. Well, here we go. It's catching up with all the I'll be catching up with all the all the stuff that's happened over the last however long. All the new subscribers that I'm getting from Andrew's mentioned on his video. What's that, Sergio? What's that mean, Sergio? You type in foreign language into a chat and I get nervous. You messed up a hack. That does not breed confidence, Jen. What are you doing? A sword day, a red day, and the sun rises. Hi, Serge. How are you doing? Welcome along to this lovely Tuesday, which I am thoroughly sick of this weather. It is so miserable. Extremely miserable. And I looked at the forecast and it's going to be miserable for another 2 weeks. I'm bored. I want sunshine. I want to go out and take photos again. It's just ridiculous. I haven't seen blue sky in weeks. Official data. I like the official bit there, Jen. That's great, Andrew. That's great. I need to get back into making videos again. I say that very regularly, and I just never get around to it. I never get around to it. Oh, and Becca, if you're still there, sorry for like dropping out of your stream last night. I just needed to go to bed. I was just like, no, I need you to shut down and go before I keel over. Well, for the next few weeks, it's an hour earlier, to be honest. So I'm just a very tired boy at the minute. I think I'm still catching up with this after the tooth thing, palaver. Very kind, Becca. And I appreciate you being here. So, I know how busy you are. I've got no excuse because I'm never busy. Oh, yours is lousy as well, Stan. It is just so miserable. It's horrendous. It's just mud and glass and rain and fog and mist, and it's just so dreary. It's meant to be spring. Things are meant to be coming back to life. I mean, the snowdrops have been out, the daffodils are coming out, and there's no sunshine to feed them. It's miserable. I just want to take photos. I don't do photography during miserable weather. Yes, Andrew. Not like pissing down, but it's just wet, damp. It's just grim. It's grim. Oh, joy is what a joyous conversation we're having there. What a lovely upbeat time. But I haven't had anybody to whinge to for a week, so therefore you guys are it. You guys are my therapy, and that's why I want to stream more, so I can whinge more to you guys. So I know last week I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream Thursday. This week I would really like to I would really like to stream. I nearly had the idea of maybe streaming during the day whilst I work, so it wouldn't be like photo thing, kind of while I work, so I could like actually get my head down and finish that parish magazine, Andrew. It's on its way. I've done 3 pages of it. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of it. So I'm getting closer. It's going to be a very small issue this week. This one, so it's probably only going to be 8 pages. So I'm halfway there, Andrew. We will get shot of it. One job off my list. The other thing is, I've for another community magazine here, and like it's more of a northeast based thing. I've got writing to do for that, and I hate you know me. I hate writing. So they've given us some questions, and I've got to write. So I might just feed it into ChatGPT and see what it spits out for me. See if it'll analyse a few of my blog posts and then write the answers for us, and then I'll just make a few corrections. Why was ChatGPT not around when I was at school or university? I would have been so much brainier. I wouldn't have known anything, but I would have been so much brainier. Much more efficient. So, but yes, it still isn't done, Andrew. It will be done soon. I assure you. It needs to be done soon so I can actually get it off my back and just get rid of that. What's the thing that hangs around your neck? The terminology. Brainier on paper. Yeah. Look, I think these days, the more efficient you are, the better off you are. So it's all about efficiency, and me writing is not efficiency. So anything that speeds that up is a winner. So, but the thing that slows me down is me, because I can't even like thinking of stuff to write to put into ChatGPT to get out what I want. Millstone around the neck. Thank you very much, Andrew. See, you're a much more well-read man than me. I'm always one for butchering quotes. Very much so. Right. So, if I don't think it applies on Twitch, but the title of today's video, yeah, I just presumed it was a typo, Andrew. Don't worry. So the title of the video is more extreme photo editing than what Kensington Palace can manage, going on the horrendously doctored photo that was released to the press at the weekend. And everybody complaining that it's doctored. Unless you're a journalist, every photo's doctored, or pretty much. But to be honest, it was a family snap. It was likely to be, it's not like a photojournalist went in and photographed it and shot it as is. Oh, I mean, if you see the backlash, Andrew, you'll see the you'll see the photo. I mean, to be honest, as soon as I saw it, I was like, "There's something off there," and that was without even looking closer. I was like, "It doesn't look quite right." Yeah, but like somebody pointed out today, I saw a video of there was a picture of the Queen and Prince Philip a couple of years ago. Obviously a couple of years ago because he's been dead for a few years and she's been dead a year. And if you look closely, she's got her hands, held at her waist like this. You can see it's a bit. If you look at it properly, you can see those hands have been put in. So there'll be like younger hands that haven't had like loads of damage from inserting tubes and stuff. He hasn't got a soul. He hasn't got a brain to find his soul. That fella. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Why is that unstable? Is Twitch all right? It says unstable at my end. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Oh well, not to worry. So yeah, we're gonna do some. We're gonna put Kensington Palace's press team to shame, or Kate, whoever did the edit. We're gonna put their editing to shame, and basically do an extreme edit, not on people obviously, because I don't do people, but yes, or maybe it's demonstrating to the press who have got their knickers in a twist about it that, you know, adding a hand or photoshopping out a wedding ring or whatever, because of all the conspiracy theories, that I maybe shouldn't really repeat here, seeing as I am a British subject. But yeah. So I was going to edit something from Scotland, but as I opened up Lightroom, it went to an image I shot in March last year from Newcastle of a church. I don't know if it's a church or a cathedral. I think it's a church. I'll have to do some searching. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I need to search what it is. Google Maps. Well, we will tell you where it is instead of searching. Newcastle University. Where the hell is it? It says with great oh, there we go. It's a church, St. Thomas's Church in Newcastle. So we're going to make a little image of that and see how it turns out. The usual kind of thing. Where's my buttons gone? No, don't get confused, Andy, and turn the switch. One day I'm gonna look at these buttons and get very confused and end up ending the stream one day. If it's not one, it's likely the other. Exactly. Search. Church, cathedral. It's usually just a size thing, isn't it? When you were 8, you ceased to be a parent. You got out of it early. So yeah, we got this church right in the middle. It's right in the middle of Newcastle. You got the main administration building over here somewhere. You've got the main shopping street down here. Massive metro station, bus station. And then over here, university. And so it's right in the middle. Did they? Interesting. Little bloody prisoners anyway. Like, probably wanted rid of you by then. You'd had you 200 years away from us. So there's a little bit of decent data in amongst all this, I think, to get something. I mean, it may be quite, you know, one very single element type of image. So I'm just going to go through and yeah. Quite like that one. Give it a 1, please. Thank you. That's a 1, yeah. It's a very nice place, Andrew. I recommend it. Maybe not, there's not loads of stuff to photograph, I would say. But it's got certain viewpoints, very, very nice. Great people, obviously. Right. Am I wanting anything with a load of detail like that? Maybe it's not. Or maybe I do. Right, start picking some of these. Maybe it's not that one. Keep that one away from there. Yeah, at times. Hi, Ray. I must be infesting everywhere, Ray. It's weird how these algorithmic feeds kind of work out, isn't it? I've seen some weird and wonderful things recently because my YouTube feed has changed massively. It's like, where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I saw you. I saw. Was it a comment on something somewhere? Oh, I saw your comment on Nigel Danson's video that you put out on Sunday. That's where I saw your comment, Andrew, about you going. No, I'm not going. I haven't got any money to spend when I'm there. So had I been after a deal of some description, then I might have gone to the photo show. But it's just pricey to get there. And then, it's worth. No worries, Becca. You just lurk away. Oh, YouTube's weird at the minute. Right. I find it's really slow. You've got no money either. I suppose it's all right if you're going to catch up with people or whatever, and certain people are going to be there on a certain day. It's whether being spread over 4 days. That's the thing, Andrew. It's so long. Right, we'll just go with these ones and see where we end up. Or do I use a preset to speed things along? Maybe. Very wise. I must admit, the last time, have I been down there twice for the photo show? I don't think I've actually spent any money in there. I maybe spent money once I've come back, but like I've not eaten anything or drank anything in there. You don't believe in spending money. Right, we'll go with that one. Open that up. We want dust spotting. Oh, that is typical. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you're going to see a certain speaker on a certain day, then you can kind of work. You can kind of work around that. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I don't really want to go otherworldly with this. Let's drop the contrast for a change. A few more highlights. It's almost kind of flattening these settings out, really, isn't it? We can darken it with curves or whatever later on. That would be nice. And any more colour? Maybe about there. Sync these settings. Them done, and then edit, open as layers. And wait forever for this to sort itself out. So in the meantime, back to me whilst it loads these in. Whilst I'm on. Hi, Aileen, how are you doing? Just a flying visit, no worries at all. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Right, what I'm going to do whilst I'm here and this is loading, obviously it is, I mean, it's now nearly the middle of March. I have my free memberships to give out. So let's do that now. Membership gifting. So I mean, if you have no, I'll do the next, maybe the next 5 next week, or another stream whenever I get round to it. If you're not like set up to receive gifted memberships, then if you go to my channel, I think you go along to click maybe it's the join button, but don't actually join. There'll be like a little switch that'll allow gifting or allow to receive a gift, that kind of thing. So do that if you haven't already. I've told you about it a few times now, so hopefully you kind of know hopefully you know what the crack is about it now. So we'll do that now. I will click gift 5 now and we'll see who gets one. See who the lucky punters are. There might not even be 5, there might not be anybody logged in. Right then, well, Andrew's got one. Well done, everybody. Simon Gardner's got one again. Tobias Lippold. YouTuber Boys. And Stephen Baxter. Well done, everybody. Most welcome, Andrew. So I'll do the next. I'll do the next 5. Loads of partnerships. No worries at all, Simon. Good to see you, man. God knows who YouTuber Boy is. Hope you're well you're well, by the way, Simon. Lurking there. Yeah, lurker gets exposed. The best one was when Simon came along to the Zoom chat and he goes, "I'm not really a photographer." Brilliant. Brilliant. Right, back to the... Now we've had fun with that. Dishing out gifts. Oh, Jen, I was like, like you said, I think we had a... Maybe it was on your stream like about a month ago, 6 weeks ago or something like that. Oh, the shame. You are all... Everybody is welcome here, Simon, whether you're a photographer or not. It doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome here. Um, Not sure it's working at all. I think you've just got. It's not going to, it's not going to grow if you're not putting stuff on it. And I think that's my problem as well, Ray, is that I'm really only doing lives. I need to get back into making videos, which is why I need to spend that money on that fancy camera, because it's going to make all the difference. No, Jen, I was going to say I think we were saying a little while ago that when you get gifted subs, it can be to a random channel that you spend like 2 minutes in once. But there's other channels that you spend hours and hours and hours watching, and not a sniff of a gifted sub. I find one channel I have been following for 5 years, or nearly 5 years. I finally got a gifted sub for it. Finally got a gifted sub the other day. And I was like, wow. So it's pretty good. The three channels that I watch the most at the minute, I've got gifted subs to them all. Saving me a fortune. Yeah, I got Odyssey that was in here once. She's a mod on the web Lowbase's web community. I got gifted a sub to her channel the other last week sometime, but I haven't seen her streaming since to get back in. Exactly, Ray. Yeah, it would be nice if people actually on YouTube would get used to the gifting element of it, which is great that YouTube are actually giving creators 10 free gifting things a month to give out. That's like the best thing about it. So like people like me who never get any gifted, subs, like memberships bought, or apart from Jen. Well done, Jen. Any memberships bought on YouTube or gifted through YouTube, the YouTube actually, it probably does them more good because it gets people used to that kind of thing. Whereas on Twitch, it's been around for years and people know that that's the way Twitch works. I think what are you up to now, Jen? 16 months or something, isn't it? On the YouTube. Big numbers. Chris is still on there as well. I think he's approaching about 10. Maybe he's not 10, 9, 8 or 9. So that's really good. And just gifting wise, I think Andrew's up to 3 months now. You're going to finish a wedge of Gorgons that I only opened this morning. Nothing really wrong with it. Polishing off some cheese, Andrew. Nothing wrong with that. I've got a stack of Pringles, which is already quite low, and I only opened them at after lunch. It's I like food. Many of us do. Right, anyways, photos. Let's get this made. So I'm just going to do the usual thing. Going to get these lined up so we know where we're at. More like gorging. Did you inhale it, Andrew? Is that what you're saying? You inhaled the Gorgonzola. Is that not a character on Ghostbusters? Well, that's what vouchers are for. Somebody type something. There's a it, it's missing out the months. Being underneath the heart thing in chat. It's really annoying. Well, I can see it over here. 1 year, 3 months. Or is it? I'm sure it came up on my notifications, Jen, that you got 3 months on YouTube, not YouTube, Twitch. Maybe it's, I don't know. Where? I thought it said it was up to. Yeah, let's got rid. Let's got rid of the activity. Boo. Unless it's 21, 22. Hold on. Otherwise, this is going to annoy us. Chris is up to 7 months. Yeah, Jen, you're on 16 months. According to my activity feed, you're on 16 months. But yeah, you've been on Patreon the longest. I've been on Patreon the longest, nearly. Right, okay. Imagery. Let's get this lined up. I can see me using like 2 frames of this, even though I've gone in with 6. Right, if I base that position on there, so let's. I think that really dark one is not really the style for tonight. Good Lord. Excuse me. I was just playing with layers now just to see what we might get out of it. Right, that bottom one's not really adding anything there. I think maybe it's this one. If we remove most of the left-hand side, so a bit of a mask, and that's the wrong way around. A bit mask across here to keep it evil eyes. What in the image? That's fine. I need a bit more definition there. And this very strong one in the tower. Well, it is a church. I wonder if I can, if I edit the rotate. To that, and I obviously am going to reduce the strength of this, but it's adding a little bit, like a bit in the clock faces. There's a bit more detail in that, which is working better. So actually this layer, it's not quite matching. Bring that into there. I'll fade a lot of this out. I don't want too much detail when I start kind of rotating it. When I get into the into the Analog Effects Pro. That's almost a straight image. Just wait, Andrew. Just wait. We are far from done yet. Remember, we're going to give Kensington Palace a lesson on how far we can push an image. But it ends up red. You might be right, Andrew. You might be right. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. So I can take... So even this can be a lot weaker. Thought there was the cat coming to visit. Yeah, about 60 there. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do anything like that. Move. Move this more into the center of the canvas. Lovely. Yes. There's a high possibility this might end up quite red. Sounds quite light. Probably want to lighten it further. Hold on a minute. So that's taking a lot of that away. Probably want that lighter anyway. Let's drop that to there. This layer. Drop the strength of this one. Bring this one in. Okay. Hi Mabel, how are you doing? Thank you very much. Well, we're seeing what we can do. We are trying. Well, I was going to say, I don't know if you've seen the news on that side of the Atlantic, but you know, there's been a little bit of controversy with a certain photo editing. So you know, we're just basically going to show the news organisations and the whatever how much photo editing we can do. It's not just replacing faces from the cover of Vogue or moving a hand. Or you've obviously been working far too hard. The royal family, Kate Middleton, if you don't know, has conspiracy theories, is very much out of the public eye because she was in hospital to have abdominal surgery. Yeah, so the doctored photograph that they released at the weekend, which was probably photographed in November last year, by all accounts, and all the little alterations that supposedly she's made. She's an android now. Yeah, well, probably. So yeah, they've all been whinging on about how much and how little, you know, editing should be allowed, and how the press lot, you know, didn't put a kill notice on the photo and all of that kind of thing. And it's just like, we all edit photos, unless you're a journalist. But the royal family isn't journalists. They've supplied a family photograph, which was doctored to hell. If they'd invited a photojournalist in to take it, then it would be as was. But there's loads of conspiracy theories about whatever's going on. It's like, yeah, well, it's probably going to be Lady Di again, all over again. Exactly, Andrew. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, she's like I said, she's been a keen photographer for years. Mm-hmm. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "There's something amiss here. This isn't right." Somebody that's not very good, somebody that's not very good at Photoshop, Sergio, did it. There was a just too many noticeable things. Too many noticeable things. Right, what am I doing? Apart from arsing around. Not bright. What am I doing? I never use brightness and contrast, man. Curves. Yeah, exactly. It would be it would be mad. You check your follower list for KTM just to check. But yeah, I mean, she's bound to read. If she's been like into photography for that long, she'll have read all them. She'll probably get the magazines that we've all been in. But she's probably got outdoor. She probably has a subscription to Outdoor Photographer or Digital Camera World or whatever it's called, and these bits and pieces, and it's probably the high end stuff for the portraiture stuff as well, and probably has got rated your Discord for all the pirated LUTs and presets, Mabel. Yeah, exactly. She probably loves a bit of Thomas Eaton and a bit of Nigel Danson. Maybe it's not because probably landscape photography isn't her thing. I think it'll be more portraiture. So if there's any famous people, portraiture stuff like that. Got to be done. Right. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Right. New layer. When was I using blue? Never use blue. Paint bucket tool. Did somebody mention red? See, Sean Tucker, somebody I haven't really. I've watched the odd one like a while ago, but I haven't read. Yeah, yeah. But I haven't watched. I haven't really watched many of his videos recently. What are we gonna do with this one? Maybe we need a stronger colour. Did nothing. Oh yeah, I mean his videos are very much big into, well planned out, lots of talking to the camera and lots of thought and storyline and following right the way through. They're really good. That maybe is a bit slow paced for my liking. I don't know whether I've got too much into the TikTok generation where it's like if it doesn't happen in 8 seconds, I'm switching off. Yeah. But the other thing I was going to say he's British. I don't know if he is British. Is he from South Africa as well? He spent some. I don't know. But anyways, he's very calm and. You know what? I've never watched a video on one time like half a thing. Yeah, there was a phase I watched those guys like McKinnon and Marty and a couple of the others, and I was just like, just too much pace for me. I think it's like the American type of thing. Everything's super exciting and awesome, and I'm like, we're British, we don't care. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, definitely. There's the personality stuff. I mean, that's why I'm so popular, mate. Well, obviously, everybody comes for the personality. The photographic eye. Is that a YouTube thing? Serge? I watched Ted. What's he called? Ted. What's his? I've forgotten what he is. The Art of Photography. Watched a few of it, but I haven't watched one of them. I haven't watched it. Ted Lasso. What's he called? What are you on about, Andrew? Right, okay, so there's a bit more contrast there. Okay, what I think I might try to do, I'm going to take a stock capture or whatever you call it of this, and then I'm going to blur gallery. I think it's blur gallery, motion blur maybe. Photographic eye, I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. I probably have seen, but I know what I'm like. Right, so basically what I'm doing here is using motion blur just to soften some of these harder edges. All right, I probably have seen it, but never. I don't watch photographic videos for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm faking some more motion here. Some more. Yeah, that's why the chat is also on the screen, Mabel. So those of you that are on one side, on the purple side or the red side, can see what the other side is talking about. Ah, fair, fair enough, Mabel. Fair enough. Yeah, but like I don't know. I think you were on a call earlier, Jen. But in OBS, I think it's because I've installed Stream Elements Live as a plugin. It now it now has a multi-chat box, so I could just have that in my prompter, and it would have both chats in the one box. But then I wouldn't have any mod abilities or be able to type into it or whatever. So two chats it is for the moment. And obviously you're using bot tricks to display it on the screen, so that helps. Otherwise it's complicated. Right, okay, so I'm quite happy with that. I think. Try a little bit longer one. Short one. You know about where I was. No worries, mate. We'll have a great rest of your day if we don't see you later. Hopefully you'll be streaming again sometime this week. Do enjoy jumping into your streams. Andrew, I must admit, I watched. I think I maybe watched 5 to 6 minutes and then scrubbed through to where you were sitting at your desk. But I did watch the majority of it. I was very much appreciated of the shout out you give us. Right, okay, so that's that one on there. So what I'm gonna do here is kind of just paint out bits that I don't really, need. So there'll be lots of flicking back and forward. So I'll do that with a mask, obviously, because I want to undo anything. So these two bits here, we'll leave these quite soft at the top, so there's just kind of mainly elements to do with the trees in around here. How strong is that? Oh, that's 100%. That's far too strong. Let's undo that. Let's drop this opacity to about 50-ish. Gives a little bit more subtlety, a little bit more control. I quite like this softer effect down on the street level as well, because if I turn that off, you can see details in there, which I don't particularly want. But there's a few details on the building I do want. Swine. Sorry, Andrew. Time is short. But I did watch. I mean, everybody like going on my viewership. You know how many? I mean, to be honest, we're doing well tonight because we've got 14 watching on YouTube, which we don't really get that many anymore. But by the end of the week, I've got 250 views or whatever. So everybody just watches me and then scrubs through, or watches me on 5 times speed or whatever. That's what happens. Less time. Still get the adverts, you see, though. Talking of adverts, I think Twitch has just gone one. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Hope the family's well. A little bit of stuff in there, which we'll bring back out. I've no idea what this is going to end up looking like, but hey ho. There's a lot of preparation going into this image, and then it might be all for naught. Quite well. I hope you're better than quite well, Jerry. I hope you are better than quite well. Right then, so if we have to crop some of this out. Right, so we've got this to here, and if we go to Nik Collection, see what this spits out of this, and we'll see where we're at. I need to update. We're up to version 6.9. I'm still on 6.3. I need to update. Right, okay, so let's have a look at this one. Oh, by the way, everybody, I've been playing a little bit more. Ozzy, how are you doing? Yeah, we're still here. I mean, to be honest, well, yeah, because what time's it there? You're 5 hours behind in the middle there, aren't you? Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you. But yeah, it's different time. You know, like we're an hour closer. So what you'll be what 5 hours behind now? So what's that? 5 hours? What's that? 3:30? It's all very confusing. Right, what we're going to do with this? Some of the options down here. That one looks quite nice. What was I going to say? Yeah, the welcome back Twitch people if you've been away. What was I going to say? I've been playing a little bit of online darts the last day or so, few days, and I feel like I'm getting much better. I'm getting no work done, but I feel like I'm getting better at darts. Hit 180 today. Have I hit 2 today? I played a game last night at 100% on check on my doubles, which I'm sure the guy I was playing was absolutely sick. So I was like chipping away with like lower scores. I think no, it's pointing a camera at your actual dartboard, but you're matching with players where they're logged in wherever, and so you're putting the scores in. It's a wonderful setup. Oh. Oh. But no, it's been good fun beating everybody. I think I've only lost 2 games or something like that. No, it's a little bit worrying having the the laptop near to it for any bounce outs. Because the annoying thing I did a few weeks ago now, I had some cans of Red Bull on my table that's below the dartboard. Dart flew out, like had a bounce out, punctured a can, Red Bull all over the wall, and all over the kettle and the chargers, and everything was as sticky as hell. I was not impressed. Quite liking this. It's just a case of getting the position right. And it didn't. It just got me bloody annoyed. Got me bloody annoyed. Little bit of strength there. Okay, so I'm still not happy about where this is going. Yeah, exactly. I think this is destined to be a kind of red image. So where's the vignette? Okay, I thought that might be there. There. Down there. Maybe it's even darken the whole thing up. Everything got cleaned up, don't worry. How much do I like this? I think this needs to be darker on the edges. A little bit, anyway. Right, if I turn this off. Okay. So that flattened out there doesn't need to be like that. And blue is drop that from the corner. That will give us a more of a yellowy bright spot. Oh no. Oh, that's the worst. Could have been worse. It could have been the day that we were arriving. That's a little better. Back to that one. It's all just about playing around with these. A very spooky image. It is a church. But it needs a bit of red and black, and then you have Dracula's castle. Well, it's just calls for that kind of. I mean, for me, it's you know, like misty kind of morning, a little bit of colour in the sky. Obviously, because I know where the place is, makes a difference. Yeah, okay. Not totally happy with it. Have to admit. Ooh, spooky. Spooky. Okay, that's like that. Do we go back? Yeah, let's go back and make another one. See what we get. Yeah, potentially, Andrew. Potentially. You get you out of the way. There's very much. If I turn this around onto its end, bring this down here. Quite like these ziggy-zaggy pieces here. So just getting them into the right kind of spot, really. You can't really come too far across with them. There is a happy medium. It's one of them things that it'll end up, I think this one, in this particular edit, will end up being like a vertical, maybe it's a 5x4 vertical. I can see that happening. Let's have a look at these film types. Is there enough brightness there if I take off the lens vignette? Right, that lens vignette is there. If I bring that down here, away from a corner and down here, or rather that way. So we have the much stronger sky. And we've got a little bit more structure there, I think. Actually, I quite like that. Dropping the contrast. So it's almost balancing the sky out. Let's reduce this one. No, not reduce it. Put that one back as is. Back to 50. Like so. Funny how the using the contrast slider changes it quite a lot. Obviously we've dropped the contrast to minus 91, which is a lot. I turn this off, what's it do? No, we'll stay on the reds. We shall stay on the reds. Okay. I think that'll probably about do it. Quite nice. Quite like it. What it would be like if I had to print it is a different matter. But yeah, we'll apply that. We didn't really go too deep into the how many other versions we could maybe make. So maybe having a look at another one. Scroll further down the list of presets. Okay, that's all there. And the usual test is, do these mix well? do they blend into something more nuts than we already had? Maybe if the shape wasn't as strong, I would maybe push this to infinity and go completely overboard. But I don't think we will. We'll leave that as it is. And right, so one last. We'll back into Analog Effects Pro and see. We'll look further down the list of presets to see what we can get. One last more. One last version. And then we will round off. So, I think that one's quite strong. It's a very strong shape, which at times just doesn't work. I think like a lot of the time you don't want to get too. You don't want it to be too strong. Which is why I always use a lot of softening and like a lot of soft shapes, like tops of trees. You use that shape to isolate the subject, like so. Any more down here that don't look like the Eye of Sauron? To be honest, that just looks like the one we've made to start with. It's not ideal. I mean, when you're looking at it small, there, these two look pretty damn epic. Then you bring them up on the screen, they don't. Oh, how the small little preview deceives. I mean, that just looks epic as anything. So I could make it more epic, I suppose. Soften up some of these spiky bits. Don't know. Do know. It looks as epic as anything. It looks like Lord of the Rings when you're looking at it on this little panel. But when it comes up, it's just... Again, this one as well looks old. Mordor. Indeed. You get these and it just looks flat. The eyes are fangs. No. We'll just there's a complete change. Let's look at this one. Max that out. Very brush strokey. Loving the descriptive words, Andrew. Right, if I can balance this out a bit. So there, maybe. I know, because YouTube's about 30 seconds late. By the time you see it. Right, where's this lens? Oh, there is no lens vignette on this one. Okay, right, we need positive to make that go to there. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. This, I mean, to be honest, I don't know why I'm pursuing this one. Oh, the motion blur's on, that's why it's going haywire. Right, okay, let's apply that. This one I'm thinking like maybe give it a sepia tone, just to, as it, kind of as it is, and chop off this extreme edge here. When we get back to Lightroom. I think when it comes down to it, I prefer the is that really sepia tone? Jesus. Well, I'm not going into silver effects to play around any further, so it'll have to do. Okay, so if I'll save this one fully, and then I'll sort out the layers. Not save as layers, but yeah, what I mean. Flatten layers and save each one. So hopefully this one fits within the package. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I could have got rid of a couple of layers there. Give it a second. Well, probably a minute. some more. Oh, I need a scratchy back. Ooh. Yeah, I thought so. I get rid of them. Well, to be honest, we can just get rid of all these. That was a start layer. Well, we don't need any of that one, so we can actually just. We'll get shot of all of this. Because we just want the finished images, for God's sake. I'll save. Does that go to the right place? Edit. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Shows how much photo editing I do recent, like these days. It's like, are these going to the right location? As long as it goes to bloody Lightroom afterwards. Yay, it is. Right, okay, so if I knock that one off and knock that one off, and then we have this, and then we go to flatten layers. Flatten. Where's flatten gone? I'll save as. Edit 2. Save. Okay. So monotonous. Oh, so monotonous, this part of the stream. Control Z. Forgetting how to work half these things. Okay. Done. Okay, so I'll go to Lightroom. We have all three in, yay. Set rating is 3. Wunderbar. Right, okay, so cropping this one. Actually, we'll start with this one. Cropping this one is very much a case of just chopping the end off. I think probably a 3x2. Bring that in by there. Maybe bring it in to there. So we've got this, the line of the street just coming in off there. There's not really much more we can do with that. Maybe drop the saturation a little bit more to really accentuate the old photo sepia kind of feel to it. There's not really much more to do to that. I don't think there's any other crops. This one will never see the light of day again. Unless I'm dead and buried. This one, I think we've got a couple of options here. So just flick that away to here. Click on that, please. Thank you. Create virtual copy. So I think we want a vertical orientation shot for this. To give the impression of some height. Foggy. Hi, Tim. How are you? Yeah, it's got that foggy kind of feel to this one. A bit misty. Maybe a square crop would work better here. So let's have another go. Well, let's try a square crop. Just give it a little bit of extra either side. I don't know if that works. I'm not sure that works actually. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. And obviously for the wallpapers, we need that 16:9 shot. So we can bring that into about there. Lovely. I know it is. It's a strange one. It's a good job we can try these things. You know, we don't have to repaint the canvas. You know, we know we can just go, yeah, just chop a bit more off. Works. Add a bit more on. It works. Yeah, okay, so this other in. There must have been some call, Peter. But welcome back. We are nearly done. So I think this one immediately lends itself to lends itself to 16:9, like so. And then you go with your jeans. Three by two. Is that too high on the? I'm not sure this. It was one of these ones. If I was still in Photoshop, I would maybe get it to auto generate a bit more in the sky. When are they going to bring that to Lightroom? Come on, Adobe. We want it in Lightroom as well, because we can't be bothered to go all the way back to Photoshop to do it. We want generative fill everywhere. Maybe tighter ins are better anyway. We'll go with that. And does this one work as a square? Spray them out in the morning. Back in the old days there, Andrew. Back in the day. Back in the day. Say things like that now that we're old. Marginally works. Marginally. Even then, it's not that great, I don't think. So I think the winner for tonight is like one of these ones. Quite like that 3x2. Pre-quark. God, I remember. Even I remember quark a bit. Using quark a bit. Very, very oldie worldy. The vertical one's not bad actually. Not bad at all. Quite like it. Quite like it. Right. Anyways, I think that'll do for tonight. Probably had cancer. Oh, Jesus. Nice, Tim. Granted. Well, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about having opinions. I need a scratch. I've sat down too long today. Yeah. Very valid point, Tim. Very. It's kind of what you like. At the minute, I'm kind of like enjoying a lot of the softer tones. So, which is great. Right. Okay. So basically, thank you very much for watching. What I'm going to do is, because we've got a few viewers on Twitch, so we need to go to Maples. Photo streams. See if there's anybody on. Me? Oh God, I'm on the only photographer on. Right, if we go to there, writer. Okay. You too, Serge. Have a good one. Are they actually on or not? Let me see. Why is there adverts? I hate adverts. We could raid Amaranth. That'll be interesting. No worries, Sergio. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one, whenever that'll be. But yes, hopefully I will do another stream before next Tuesday. I know I do keep on promising. But it never really happens. But yeah, hopefully we will. We'll see what the schedule works out as. Anything else I need to mention today? I don't think so, actually. We've given out the gifted memberships. Get out and make a video. I've got to get out. Never mind the videos, Andrew. I need to get out and make bloody photos. The weather's rubbish. And I don't leave the house if the weather's rubbish, as you know. Right, okay. Right, we're going to raid this lady. If you're on Twitch.
Always the chance classes are going to get canceled.
Copy. I'm not really sure who she is, but she's doing some kind of watercolors. So that is lovely. YouTube people, obviously we don't raid, so I will bid you guys fond farewell. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, Twitch or YouTube. But yes, next stream is definitely next Tuesday. Hopefully I'll stream again before then. It might be a random one like a daytime and just doing work and stuff. So we'll see. But anyways, thank you very, very much for watching today. Twitch people, if you hang about, we're about to raid, and then we'll see you in the next one. So until the next one, keep it hard. See yous.